Welcome back, my suited friends. We are talking about the newest Fmaf game, Fmaf Bloody Horizons. This is such a cool freaking game. It has three huge details. I love my friends, and I love Fmaf. Now let's get into it. The first thing I'd like to talk about is the main character, Freddy Fazbear. Seeing as he's the original character from the game, it makes sense that he would be integrated into this game as well, but it takes a lot deeper than that. In this game, Freddy gets a slick new redesign to look like a farmer that is on the Midwestern plains. Now, the second huge detail is simple. Freddy Fazbear is in a plural marriage with all the other FMAF characters. His first wife, the bird, is quite unhappy with her current situation as they are jealous of the other wives. Now, this detail might have gone above everyone's head, but not mine. I am too smart. I have been in the community for way too long not to notice this actually alluded to in the previous game. Yes, FMAF's biggest chamber, Freddy Fazbear, actually hints at his interest with this quote, "Monogamy? That stuff ain't for me." This is a subtle nod to the creator's latent queer desires. It's become especially evident with the entry into the series. Freddy Fazbear is actually clearly coded that is meant to be representational of gender fluidity. This becomes most apparent in Freddy's reactions with Freddy, since the mind over the body, he is now capable of integrating his biology using his fast bear will. In doing so, he can change sex at will, currently being a wonder. Now, the third detail I would like to discuss is Bonnie has seemingly gained weight since the last game. He may have a feeder/feedy relationship with one of the animatronics, but which one could it be, I wonder? Chica would be the prime suspect, as her tagline is "Let's eat," but her bib now says "Let's read." Although some dispute the aspect is disputed by other theorists that I'll equal believe that instead Chica has reversed the role as someone who heals souls and instead gives souls, particularly in regards to the child colloquially known as the White One. The child one has been hinted into through the background of multiple games on screen. The real question is whether or not the White One is secretly Satan. Satan has been known to appear through the Bible, causing a ruckus throughout. Now the question begs another question. Is this game actually based on the Bible? I think yes. This game actually begins with a cutscene that follows the first verses Genesis to a T. I can't believe they will do this. Ha 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 ha. But the biblical references don't end there. There are plenty of references to Psalms and to the Gospel of Numbers. Because of this failure of the White One, it is theorized to potentially as God. This adds multiple layers to the story as it makes us think about how the story connects with the previous entries of the game's series, specifically as it relates to the stories of the murdered children. The White One is also known as a reference to Death himself. The children in the previous entries find themselves frequently meeting untimely ends. The White One is known to play chess like much 12th century paintings depict similar scenes. So we have three potential forms of symbolism for the White One, but which one is the real one? I think, now hear me out, all of them are the real one. Think about it. God, Satan, death, actually pictured as one being in a news article in the fourth game. You can see them all melded together, so maybe the White One is a representation of all three. This is beautiful! This is further evidenced by the way Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica are all melded together at the end of the fourth game as well. Because of this makes people believe that perhaps the FMAF games are meant to be a representation of the Holy Trinity. But it doesn't end there. These aspects also relate to the way Open Black Cat and central character Caroline Rodney has been portrayed as the savior of all humanity before the eventual rapture of the animatronics. We'll see who Caroline Rodney is in the next great FMAF game. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, as they say. An excellent iceberg that is deep into the rough sea, much like the bird, Freddy's first wife. Mm.